Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on the HermitCraft server. Today we are not working at my new base. You can see I'm at my villager base right now. I've been gathering some materials. I would like to set up our dual blaze spawner farm. Since Biff and I can't really schedule a time to do it. Which one of these is the powered rail? I thought I was able to see it before. Oh, it's right over here. Yeah, I never set up like, a good way to get on this track from my base, so I kind of have to put the minecart underneath the half slabs and then jump in and then press forward. Kind of a roundabout way to do it. Otherwise I could just run this entire distance, but I have this minecart on me anyway, so I think we'll do it this way. So I'm gonna be meeting Exuma over at the Nether hub here. He's trying to work on it a little bit and improve it. Joe Hills also did some improvements on this, as you can see right here. A lot of glass and stuff around. It's looking really nice now. I think Joe did a great job. Oh, hey. Oh, there's Exuma. Right here. Hey, you there? See me? Exuma? He doesn't see me at all. Yeah, I'm giving him a few stacks of nether brick that he requested. He's doing a little bit of improvements to the nether hub. You're welcome. But yeah, Joe came through here, removed all the sand walls, and replaced everything with glass. Oh, where's that ghast? Oh, it must be aggroing Exuma from down below. He's flying around with those ender pearls. Yeah, I like the way this is looking a lot better now. We got some plans what we're gonna do, but right now the nether hub isn't too safe, because if you walk off this platform right here, I think that's far enough where you could die. They put down a cobblestone platform down below for right now, but earlier this just went straight down to like that netherrack down there where the zombie pigmen are. Very not safe at all. So let's see. I was going to go over to... Where was I going to? Oh yeah, we're going over to the blaze farm. Oh, I gotta get rid of these ghasts. Yeah, these guys are super dangerous now. We got like this glass around. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna head over to our dual blaze farm. Unfortunately, like I said before, Biffa is having problems scheduling time to get this done. And yeah, we've been working on this for months now. I think it's time to just complete it. He says it's okay if I do it on my own. And I've been looking at the redstone, what we need to do, set up for a crusher for it. And I think I have compacted the redstone down far enough and made it where it's going to work for us, that I am ready to set it up. So let's head on over to the dual blaze farm and I will meet up with you guys in a little bit. This is such a long track. Okay, so finally here, I'm going to take my minecart back just because I know minecarts sometimes glitch out and they disappear. Don't want that to happen with mine. I don't want to have to run that track all the way back again. Okay, so this needs a lot of improvement getting to and from. Yeah, there's gas like shot at this last time we were down here. I don't know whose portal this is, but I've made some progress here since the last time we worked on this. Let me see if I can I just pearl over onto this thing? Okay. Yeah, I've added in a lot of cobblestone here to try and, make this pretty secure from gas shooting at us. Here we go. Alright, and let's kind of jump down all the way down here. Yeah, we're going to need a lot of work done here. Okay, so this is where the blaze will come down. You see the spawner up there. Our second one is over here. So today what I want to do is hook up the redstone. So we have the crushers, and we need, so when the blaze fall, I'm like stumbling over my words. When the blaze fall down, they're going to land on like a pressure plate. The pressure plate is going to activate a sticky piston, which is going to prevent more blaze from coming down. It's also going to set off a crusher, which will bring all the blaze down to a half a heart or one hit, whichever you want to do. So there's a couple of things that we're going to use today. I picked up a torch from somewhere. Let's see. Just trying to get my inventory in order here. So we need a couple of buttons. These are going to be separate. They're not going to be, set off at the same time. We needed some repeaters, some redstone, torches, and some sticky pistons. Now I think... Oh yeah, I wanted to make a couple of stone pressure plates. These are what the blaze are actually going to land on. It's going to trigger the system. Okay. So, what we need to do... Okay, so this one's got room on both sides. This is kind of what we need. This one is going to be a little bit more cramped. I'm probably going to have to mirror all the redstone, which might... yeah, it might make me confused on what I'm doing here. But I do need to grab some glass. So let me just get all my materials in order here, and we'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I got my inventory all sorted here, and I just had to take care of all the zombie pigmen that were around. They were driving me insane. I couldn't even think... just hearing them making their grunting sounds or whatever that is all the time. So annoying. Okay, so what we want to do first of all is right here, there's going to be a piece of glass, and there is going to be a sticky piston on the other side of that. So let's kind of get this going now. And I want just a space. Is it right there? Let's see. Yeah, sticky piston just goes right here. Not there. Let's, can I, yeah, there's extra blocks here. Let's kind of fix this. So if I jump and do that, okay, good. So that will push in. That needs to be a block. This will push in. Are you guys mad? No. So when the blaze fall down here, they're going to land on a pressure plate right here at my feet. In fact, let's put a pressure plate down right now. So they will land on this pressure plate. When they do, that will seal this off and no more can fall down here. That's also going to trigger the crushing system, which will push this block out into their head. It'll crush them and bring them down to a half a heart. Okay, so we... Really? Man. Maybe I should just go ahead and take care of these gas. Oh no! Dang it. You'd think with all this cobblestone that I had around here, it would be very difficult for gas to shoot, but I guess I never sealed off the ceiling here. That's going to be a problem, maybe. Okay, so the blaze will land on here. It's going to send off a redstone signal. And that block is... I believe it's this one right here. Right? Yeah, it should be this block right here. So that's going to send off a redstone signal. And then we need to invert that, I believe. Let's do this. Okay, well that that just did a one-tick pulse. Not quite what we want. But if I stand on here... No? Maybe I put that torch on the wrong block? Let's see here. Well, what block is this? Oh, right. That block doesn't even go there. Okay, so the redstone torch will be right here. And then we'll have, whatever block we're using, I think it'll be that stone brick. We're going to have a torch right like that, and then a block right there. There we go. This should work now. So when a blaze falls down here, yeah, it'll push that out, and it'll stop any more from falling down. Now, the way this is going to work is we're going to have like one in here, and they'll be down to one hit. And in the meantime, there'll be a bunch gathering up on top. And then once we kill this guy, the ones that have gathered will all float down here. This will, come out and prevent more from coming down. There'll still be more above collecting. So, I mean, it'll take a little bit for this thing to get started, but once it gets going, like every time like you kill all the blaze and they're all off that pressure plate, you'll probably have like 20 or 30 that fall down unless you wait a really long time and collect 100 in there. But I think this is going to be a pretty good setup here. What we want in the front also, I don't think we're ever going to have to get back in there. So let's just do some glassware like that. And I believe we want this removed. Actually, I think we can remove all of this. That way we can kind of get the drops, punch them, do all that stuff. Okay, I might actually have to lower the floor down one block just so it's easier and you don't have to go down one block to, punch them and stuff. We'll figure that out later. Okay, so we have this set up. This is like the most basic thing where it just stops all the other blaze from coming down. Let's plug this hole in. Just like that. Okay, so This is going to also go into a pulse limiter. So we need to bust out some redstone here. Let's do that. Okay, so that torch will power this. This will also go into, I think we'll just use stone bricks for the redstone for now. This will go into, let's see, how are we going to do this? No, I think that was right. Block goes there. And then above that, we have blocks like this. Yeah, I'm going to have to dig into this just a little bit. Yeah, this whole area needs needs more clearing out, even though I've cleared out a whole bunch of space here, man. I'm glad the zombie pigments are not still upset at me, at least I hope they're not. Okay. So we have that going right like that, and I am going to remove these three, and we'll replace those with some stone brick. Very good. And we need some repeaters down there. Let's do that. Repeaters on the longest delay. Okay, and those will go into a brick here. We'll have bricks over... Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm redstoning here. Oh. Yeah, that'll go into here. We're going to have a redstone torch on the end. We're going to have redstone dust. Probably don't need the water on my hotbar in the nether. Yeah, redstone dust here, redstone dust here. And, ooh. Is that guy upset? Hopefully not. And a redstone torch here. Okay, so when this... Oh, hey, we got an upset guy here. Great, now I'm going to get all these guys angry at me. Can I just get far enough away where he'll forget? No. Okay, well, let me take care of this. Well, it's a good thing I have diamond armor and a pretty good sword. I'm just going to have to kill all these guys now. Oh, man. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ooh. Alright, so we got some more after me. Very good. Is that everybody? Oh, hopefully that's it for now. Okay. And yeah, so that goes into here. Let me just go and break out some more of the stone just so we have some room to work. Okay, so that comes out to here, and then we're going to take power off of this over here, and then that is going to go into an RS NOR latch. Let's see if we can do that. So we're going to have... oh man, I'm going to have to remove so much of this brick. I thought I had cleared enough space for all of this, but I guess not. Let me just take this back a little bit more. Okay, so this is going to go into an RS NOR latch. So we need a repeater here, one there, need a torch here, redstone dust, and on this block here we need a torch coming back this way. Right? Is that not working? Why is that not working? Is it because there's a block above? Okay, I think that is what we want. This is still powered. Maybe take that off. There we go. Okay, so we want these on the maximum delay here on this RS NOR latch. And then this is going to be a delayed reset RS NOR latch. So, again, I need to clear out just a little bit more. Okay, and then from here, we are going to lay out a bunch of repeaters. We need 5 this way. And then we're going to put a block. And then we're going to do 2 this way. Actually, we're going to do redstone and then a repeater. This is going to be an odd number of repeaters. We're going to do a block there. And then we are going to do repeaters into here. Now the repeater into here is going to reset the RS NOR latch once this makes it all the way around. So we want all these on the longest delay. Server's a little laggy. Got a bunch of people on right now. Okay, let's set all these to the maximum delay here. Very good. Alright, and that is getting pretty close to what we need. Another thing we need to do is get the actual crusher in here. Let me remove some more of these extra blocks just so it's easier for me to see what we're doing. Okay, so this block right here is going to be our crusher. So we need to put a sticky piston right here. Very good. And then we can get rid of this. Right. And then once again, I need to clear just a little bit more block. Okay, so another important part of this is we need to have dust here and there, because this repeater powering this block is going to power this redstone and keep this circuit going for twice as long as it normally would. So we want that, and then we can run redstone all the way along over here. Let's see, is that right? Powering that. That should be fine, going right like that along here, and then into a block, I think. This is slightly different from what I tested before, but let's see. I don't see any problem with it doing that. I don't think it's going to matter if it gets power from here as well. Alright, so let's check this out. I think the only way for me to do that is for me to actually stand in there myself. So let me put a piece of glass here so I don't die. Okay, so I have the glass in my face. Now it should stay there for about as long as it would take to get me down to a half a heart, and then it should retract if everything is set up properly. Very good. Alright, and at that point, all of the blaze in there should be at half a heart. I think. I hope. Okay, so we want to put that as a solid block. Actually, I think we wanted the nether brick there, just to keep this little straight pattern we have going on. Okay. I should remove these extra blocks back here as well. Alright, and that's pretty much the redstone. So we have this pressure plate goes into this thing, which blocks off the path. It also sends a pulse into this pulse limiter, which sends a pulse for a certain amount of time, so this isn't always on. Then it goes into a delayed RS NOR latch. Once the power makes it all the way around twice, it will turn off, but in the meantime it's sending power over to the crusher. So pretty basic setup. I do want to make this redstone just a little bit cleaner. It does need to be covered just so, you know, in case gas shoot or whatever, it doesn't get blown up. I do want to replace some of these blocks with the stone brick just so all of our redstone is like on the same blocks, and there's no question if we are if the block that it's on it needs to be there or not. Okay, so let's just do that in a redstone torch. But yeah. Oop, oop, oop. Oop, oop. Let me take that off. Yeah, that was it's a mistake. Okay, and then we can put that back. On the longest delay, yep. Okay, so that is the redstone for this one. The other one's going to be exactly the same. Oh, fall damage. The other one's going to be exactly the same, but I'm probably going to put all this on this side over here, so it's going to be a little bit mirrored and be slightly different. So let me go ahead and take care of that one, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so I have completed the redstone on our second blaze farm here, and you know, I've been stumbling over my words a little bit. I mentioned it in my last waking up video, but if you don't watch that or you didn't see the last episode, I think it was episode 21, I talked about I changed my recording setup. Now before, when I've been recording, I've been using headphones over my ears, a Logitech G35 USB headset. And that kind of muffles my hearing, like I can't really hear myself speaking. It's like if you put your hands over your ears and you try talking for 30 minutes, that's pretty much what it's been like for me recording ever since I've been recording. But I changed my recording setup here. I have an audio monitor now, so my microphone goes into an audio monitor and it combines that with the game sounds, and that goes into my new headphones, so I can hear myself as I'm talking, and I think I'm still getting used to that a little bit, so I'm paying more attention to what I'm saying, and I think that's getting me a little more confused, stumbling over my words a bit, but I'm sure I'll get used to it eventually. This is only the second time I recorded like this. But here's the redstone. So Same setup. The pressure plate activates a redstone torch underneath this block, which will turn this one on, send the redstone signal through this pulse limiter here. This goes into a self-resetting RS NOR latch. Again, all this stuff needs to be cleaned up. I want to put the proper blocks where all the redstone goes, but we have a lot more to cover today, and this is just going to take too much time for right now to do. Just kind of put some torches back here just to make it a little bit nicer. But yeah, I covered up all the redstone. I was having gas firing at me, so I wanted to make sure they didn't blow up any of this redstone. Alright, so I've tested this. Like I stood in there, removed the block so it didn't kill me, and checked it out, and this one does in fact work, so all the redstone's hooked up. I had a zombie pigman actually spawn in this one over here, or maybe he spawned up there and fell down, I don't know. But it crushed him, and he was one-hit kill. But I didn't want to, aggro all these other pigmen, so I removed one of these redstone torches. This one was lit, so I removed this one and then placed it back, and it crushed him. It was kind of funny. But yeah, you would think with all this cobblestone that I have around, the gas would have a hard time, finding me, but they certainly do. Through that opening right there, they've had plenty of shots at me and almost got this stuff. Another thing I've noticed, and you can see how the redstone is covered up here. This isn't looking too good at all. I think I can spend some time here and purify this and hide the redstone more. But the problem is there's a big lava lake underneath here. So this is like our floor for right now. So I'm going to have to, make a room underneath all this in order to hide the redstone. We have an Enderman farm, so this won't really be our XP farm. This is more just for collecting blaze rods or maybe an alternative to XP while you're doing it. So I do want to purify it at some point, but it's not extremely important for it to be done right now. Okay, so the next step in this project is to go up above and remove the blocks around the spawners. Now, this has got me a little worried. All of my pickaxes I have right now are efficiency, like efficiency 4. And if I make the wrong move, I could pick the spawner and this whole thing will be a waste. I think I might have some cobblestone. Yes, I have cobblestone here, but do I have wood? Yes, I have sticks here. I want to do this with like a stone pickaxe just so there is absolutely no mistakes. The last thing I want is to destroy a spawner. Don't we have a crafting table around here? I could have sworn. Was it down here? Yeah, I thought we had a crafting table. Maybe it was in one of these rooms. Dang it. Oh, of all the things to not have around here. And I don't believe I have any logs or wood on me. No, just those sticks. I'm going to go through these chests one more time. There's a chest. And nothing in there. Nothing in there. Man. Do I go all the way back? Yeah, no. Do I go all the way back and grab a crafting table? Or do I chance it? Do I have maybe a pick in here with less efficiency on it? Let's see. I mean, another alternative is I could just punch them. But that's kind of silly. These are all efficiency 4. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, well, I think I'm just going to try and be extremely, extremely, extremely careful when we're moving these blocks. Yeah, these are both efficiency. Okay, fire resistance potion. We're going to be letting blaze out, so we definitely want one of these. Let's get over here. I need some blocks to block the back up with when I'm done. We got 14, okay. I almost wonder if going on top would be the best way to do this. Well, maybe I can just do this and pillar up. But removing these blocks is going to let blaze out. And this is going to get nasty pretty soon. Let me just start opening these up, and yeah, there's a blaze already. Let's see if I can just kill him while I'm doing this. Okay. Where's the spawner? Let's get this uncovered first. Oh, hey. Okay, so the spawner is right here. Let's get the blocks all around here. Gonna aim down and not anywhere at the spawner at all. Okay. And get rid of this. Okay, good. So the spawner is now free. That's the one thing that I'm kind of worried about. Or that was the most worried about. Hey, stop touching me. Was accidentally picking that spawner. Man, could you imagine if that happened? Like, all of this work and all this time that Biff and I put into this would be like for nothing. Oh, that would suck so bad. Okay, so let's just get all this. I want to get this top layer done first, and then I can remove the floor. Yeah, I don't know why there's still brick there. Okay, and you. Yeah, I'm so anxious to see how this thing's gonna work. I know this is gonna be excellent. It's probably not gonna be the most efficient because it doesn't have the pistons in here to push the blaze down. But, okay, so there's some to spawn below me, that's good. Yeah, it's not gonna be the most efficient or the fastest because blaze will be derping around for a while, not going down to the crusher. I don't want those guys to knock me off. Oh, I knocked out a block. I don't want them to knock me off into the crusher setup itself. What? So many blaze. Oh, maybe I do want to keep blocks on top of the spawner actually, so these guys aren't spawning on top. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put... Whoa! Dang it. Ender pearls. Right up there, maybe? Okay. Yeah, let's put blocks on top of this so blaze aren't spawning on here and hanging out. Okay, let's get rid of all of this. I need to put a block right there. Good. Yeah, a lot of blocks going to be littered in here, but that's fine. It's nothing vitally important that we need. Okay, let's get down here. Break these out. And... okay, and down. And... okay, so that's all sealed up, and this one should be active. Those blaze that spawned right now are going to be, you know, aggro on me. So maybe I can come down here and get them to... yeah, there's one. Okay, so we can test this out on this one guy. Okay, and he should just be one punch. Good. Where's the other ones? Let's let these guys come down. I thought there was another one that might have been aggro on me. Let me actually turn down the sound just a touch. Oh, that guy touched me. Oh, I thought that was a blaze that was walking out here. It had me freaked out. Okay, one punch. Awesome. Okay, so at this point, I can just probably let these guys, you know, do their thing. One will come down here. It'll stop the rest from falling down. And then a bunch will collect in here. So the next thing is just to do the same on this one. How much fire is this? 4 minutes. So I still have half of my potion left to do the other one. So we can just let these guys collect in there. That'll be fine. And was there a way into this one? I don't remember. But I'm probably going to cut it here since you guys just saw me do one. I mean, it's not super difficult, and especially with the potions that I have, pretty easy to do. Oh, so that's up there actually, pretty high. I want those stone bricks. Okay, so let me just pillar up here. Yep, and I'll see you guys in a moment once I get this one taken care of too. Okay guys, so I have everything set up now. Both of these are spawning blaze. There's enough here where it's messing with my game sounds. But I have noticed that there is a problem here. So when this glass block expands here, or comes out and blocks more from coming down, one blaze can land in this square right here. This is the one drop before, you know, the funnel. Now the problem is when you get one blaze in here, the other ones are kind of bumping into each other. And there's only ever one that lands in here at a time, and all the other ones are just kind of bouncing around on this, you know, on this floor up here. They're not actually going down to where we need them. I guess it'd be this floor up here. So what I think I'm gonna do is make this, instead of like a 2 high drop, I'm gonna make it only a 1 high drop. Fill in blocks all the way around the outside. So when they funnel into this center point here where this blaze is, this will be 2 high, and they should be able to go into the center and fall down. This is not ideal, and probably what would be the best way to do it would be to lower the whole floor down and everything else 1 block. I might do that later. For now, I just want to make sure this is actually going to work. And I've seen pigmen spawn in this thing a few times now. Well, this guy isn't in there, but Yeah, seeing pigmen fall down in here and then get crushed is pretty funny. Okay, so let me try and get some blocks on the inside here. This is going to be really dangerous. In fact, maybe I should just kind of, walk away from these blaze spawners, let the majority of these guys despawn, and then try and get in there when there's only a few. Okay, so I will be back in just a moment. Alright, so I've walked pretty far away from all of the blaze, kind of over here by the entrance to this area, which we still need to make, a proper one. But I think I should be okay to just kind of ender pearl over here. Good. Get over to these blaze spawners and try and get some blocks in there quick. Let's see, I just need to get down here. We'll do this one first. They've already spawned. So I need to put blocks like right up in here, I think. Let's see if I can do that. I have a fire resist potion on me. Let's chug this. Okay, so we want... Oops. Come on, get in there. Where are my blocks? Blocks. Yeah, let me just kill these guys. This is going to be fun. Yeah, if they knock me down in there, that's going to be nasty. Don't want that to happen. Okay, so there. Let's kill this guy. He's glitching out. Good. Oh, there's a torch in here for some reason. Okay, so the problem is they only have 1 block space down there. So I want to try and see if putting this 2 block space will help. Although it'll allow them to jump from here to out here. Hopefully that won't be an issue. But let me just go ahead and get out of here. Plug this back up. And where does that block go? Right there? Okay, good. Yeah, so that's all blocked up. Let's see if that makes the difference. Now, it's going to be a little bit difficult because some of these guys are aggro on me. And so they are a little different than the other guys. They're not just going to kind of idle around. They're going to try and get to me. But hopefully that won't make too big of a difference. Let me just try and, move around. Try and get these guys to go down. The ones who are aggro. Any difference here? There we go. Okay, so now I'm just kind of curious if these guys are just going to work themselves down here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to AFK for a while here, let these guys build up and see what happens. Alright, so I've been sitting here AFK for a while and we've collected quite a few blaze. Let's take a look at what we got here. There's one right here, but if we look up, there's 59. I'm looking at there, probably 58 above him. Over here, same thing. There's just one at the bottom here who tripped the pressure plate. He's one hit, and then there's a bunch above him that have been collecting. There's 49 up here. What I ended up doing, instead of just putting that one ring around, I went all the way up and I rose these drop-off points up 1 block all the way to the very top. So the very top one is only a 1 block drop, but all the other ones are 2 block drops. I was afraid like they would just kind of derp around on this lowest point and kind of jump back out. And what we want is them to fall down, not be able to jump back out, and only have this spot right here to fall into. So let's kill this guy right here. And then, he was 2 hits. But look at all these guys that are coming down right now and all being crushed. This is what we want. And then above them, these guys are queuing up to be crushed next. Once all these guys are done, these guys will drop back down. And let's see. Yeah. That guy's just kind of glitching through the block. He's not actually falling through. These guys should all be 1-hit kills, although it seemed like it was 2 hits for some reason. There might be, I might have a repeater off by 1 tick, or I'm not sure what's going on here. But I can use my, looting sword on these guys and get a good amount of blaze rods this way. Another thing we can do is use splash potions of damage, and then these guys all fall down, get crushed automatically. So this is a pretty cool setup. I don't think I mentioned this before, but this design, well, the original concept for this design was made by Tavi Writer. It's called his cheap blaze grinder, I believe. I'll put a link down in the description below. He put out a tutorial on how to do all this redstone. I've modified his design and made it a little bit more compact. And, well, I had to kind of, change it around a bit for my setup here. And I can probably use a little bit more changing around and, hiding it and all that stuff. But, yeah, this is a pretty cool design. Like I said, Tavi Writer made a tutorial on it. I expanded on the tutorial, did my own little take on it, and yeah. Alright, so I think that is probably going to do it for this episode. This place does need some serious cleaning up and purification, but that can come later. The functionalities here, we can get a bunch of blaze rods whenever we want, and that was the whole purpose of me doing this in the first place. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.